And good afternoon. Welcome to Blue with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590. It's that time of year in the fall. We are here today to talk to two individuals about one of my favorite events in all of Southeast Missouri, the Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival. I'm joined by Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board. Jackie, may I call you Jackie?
Yep.
Gene, can I call you Gene?
Sure can.
Welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And first of all, let's start kicking off. It's October, so it's time for the Purple Hull Pea Festival. It's going to take place October 4th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Jackie, give us a little information about the Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival.
So it's an annual festival that we throw every year. With harvest kicking off, we usually get a lot of Purple Hull peas donated to us. So the park board likes to cook them up and serve them out to the community. That's a free dish that they get. This year, we're actually going to put ham and bacon in it to give it a little bit more flavor, and throw some cornbread with it. And it comes with like a whole park festival. So we'll have live entertainment. We're going to have Andy Moondog there performing, and then we're going to have another family band there as well. It's like a bluegrass band. We're going to have all kinds of games and prizes and bounce houses and all kinds of different food. There's going to be a parade right before it. The lineup is at 9 a.m. at the Clarkton High School. And then as soon as the parade finishes, we'll kick off with the festival. And then it'll go pretty much until it dies down, usually about 5 or 6 p.m.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking about the annual Purple Hull Pea Festival that takes place in Clarkton. This year it's going to be October 4th. It's my understanding it's going to have a parade starting that morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Lineups at 9 o'clock. Jackie or Gene, if I want to be in the parade, how do I get a hold of you guys? What do I need to do to be a part of the parade?
Well, you can probably the easiest way would be to contact Clarkton City Hall, and they can get you a form. Or if you want, you can follow our Facebook page, the Clarkton Park Committee. It's the one with like the cartoon colored playground set as the cover photo. And if you message that page, you can get a copy of it sent digitally to you. You can also just send us the answers and we can fill it in for you. And really, the form isn't like necessary. Like, you don't have to do it. We only like to have the forms there. That way, for our future parades, we can have like a jump start on who we can contact to invite to our future parades.
Absolutely. And if you're just pull up that morning and you want to be a part of the parade, they actually start lining up at the high school. Is that correct?
Yes.
So be a part of that. Lineup starts at 9 o'clock, October 4th, for the Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival. And for those who haven't been to the Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival, I've been there numerous times. I love it. It's one of my favorite events in all of Southeast Missouri. What kind of activities do we have going on this year at the Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival?
So we'll have the pageant, which is before the night before, and then we'll have all the winners of that riding the parade that morning. But at the festival, we'll have a big jail and bail, so people can go and pay to have somebody like put in like this little fun jail, and like our officers in town, like they'll go and arrest them and put them in a jail, and then 15 minutes later somebody else can come pay a couple dollars and bail them back out, and then we'll split that money with the police station. That way we can both get a little bit of help, from
Sure.
that game. And then we'll have the 2-liter ring toss, we'll have rubber duckies, we'll have face paintings, and we'll have all kinds of vendors set up, people doing permanent jewelry, bakers. We're going to have the cakewalk. Stanfield Church is going to do the cakewalk for us again this year, so we're really thankful for that. I think they're going to try to do outdoor bingo as well, the fire department. They are also planning on doing whack-a-car, so people can come out there and get out some frustrations.
Oh,
and
that's
beat a
one of
car
my
down.
favorites. I don't mean to interrupt you there, Jackie, but there's nothing I like better than taking a sledgehammer to a car and just getting some frustration out. Is that correct?
Yep, I swear that's right.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking a lot about the exciting Clarkton Purple Hull Pea Festival, easy for me to say, that's going to take place October 4th in beautiful downtown Clarkton. It's right there. When you pull in, you're going to see it, correct? It's not going to be a situation in which I'm going to be hunting for the festival, correct?
Right. So if you're driving down Highway 25 on either side, you'll see signs at the turnoffs for Clarkton saying Purple Hole Pea Festival. And then if you turn right there onto either one of them roads, it's going to put you on Main Street. If you keep on down Main Street, you're going to run up on it. You cannot miss it.
And it's an excellent opportunity. Again, there's going to be a parade that morning starting at 9 o'clock lineup. If you're interested in getting into the parade, you can call City Hall. And again, I should know the City Hall number. Do you happen to know the City Hall number right off the top of your head? I always like putting people on the spot here, Jackie.
I believe that it's 573-344-3728.
And you can call and leave a message. If not, just show up. There's a form you can also fill out that's on the Facebook page. Is that correct?
Yes.
The Clarkton Park Board. It's got has there been a different page in the past?
There has. So with the previous people who was on the park board, whenever they ran it, they created a page, and by the time they quit the park board, they forgot like the login credentials for it.
That sounds like me, Jackie.
Yeah.
I have 87 different logins because I never can remember it. It's usually the same thing, but I can never remember it.
You're right. I know.
So
the struggle's real.
Yeah, absolutely. So get on there and look it out again. We're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDXAM 1590, talking to Jackie and Gene from the Clarkton Park Board. And I kind of cut you off there, but one thing that I think you talked about, and I don't know if you remember this, my daughter a long time ago was in the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival, and I think she was the queen. So we're very excited about the pageant that's going to take place on the Friday, October 3rd. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so it'll be at the Clarkton High School's small gym. The pageant will start at 6 p.m., but we really would like people to be there, 20 or 30 minutes early. That way they can get in the door, get through registration, and if they do need to touch up some makeup or get into their gown real quick, they'll have time to do that and without being rushed. We are going to do the youngest divisions first and work up to the older divisions. That way, like the older girls, it takes them longer to get ready. So we're going to do that to try to help them out. We are going to be doing the senior elite division again this year. We haven't had that in a while. So we're really super excited about that because we're doing from newborn up to 55 plus. So, we're really super excited to see all of the ladies come out and compete. We are doing 4 age groups for boys, though. I don't think a lot of people really know about it. But we're doing anything from newborn up to 6 years old for the boys, and they'll actually go on first. The titles that we're going to be giving out, there's going to be divisional titles, so you're going to get a first runner-up, a second runner-up, a princess or prince, and queen or king in each age division, but then you can also pull out and you can win the highest overall title, and that contestant's actually going to win a 1 foot tall crown this year. And then we're also going to do another new thing this year, which is called a People's Choice winner, and we are going to let all the people who come and watch the pageant pay $1 per vote, and whoever ends up with the most votes at the end, they'll get the People's Choice winner, and they'll also get a trophy, a sash, and an 8 3/4 inch crown. So we're super excited. And then obviously we want all of the contestant winners to ride in the parade if they're willing to the next morning as well.
Absolutely. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDXAM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking a lot about the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival. It's going to take place October 4th. Starting with a parade at 9 o'clock, talking about the beauty pageant that will be held Friday, October 3rd, the night before. We'd like everybody to be there at 6 is when it starts, but we'd like you to be there 30 minutes earlier. So, and Jackie, I know that we kind of ran through there. Do you happen to have the breakdowns of the different age groups? Because a lot of people, say, I don't want to, how do they say it? It's so unique, and some kids can walk at some ages, earlier ages than others, and you're like, can I carry my child out there and things of that nature? So I was a little curious about the breakdown of the ages.
Yeah, so any age group, if they need somebody to walk them out,
Sure,
that's perfectly fine with us. And we also understand that some children also, just because they're a certain age doesn't mean that like they are on the same, like what's that word?
Level, yeah.
As other kids their age. So we're completely open to parents walking them on stage. We will not be counting off on points at all for that. And there is a lot of concern about the 3 to 6 year age group. A lot of people think that 3 years gap is kind of big for a 3 to a 6 year old. But I just want to reassure all of the contestants' parents that just because you have a 3-year-old going against a 6-year-old doesn't mean that they can't still win in that division, because they're not all going to be judged based on being 6 years old. You know, only the 6-year-olds will be judged on that little bit of a harder level versus a 3-year-old. So we are keeping in mind their ages, and there's a lot of really steep age competitions or age divisions in here for competition wise. But so far, our 3 to 6 year division has been now our most registered group.
Sure.
So as of right now, I think we have like 6 or 7, and we still have a whole week before the pageant. And then on the day of the pageant, a lot of people are registered then too. But then our second most registered so far is the 55 plus, and I'm so excited about that.
Absolutely. So we're talking a little bit about the breakdown of the Purple Hole Pea Festival beauty pageant. It's going to take place October 3rd at the high school, starting at 6 o'clock. We'd like you to be there about 5:30, probably 5:15 if you could. There's going to be boys and girls. There's going to be a bunch of age groups available, and we're just going to kind of run through those again. And we're on Welcome to the Loop with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board. So, Jackie, what's the age groups? We talked about the 3 through 6, but what are all the age groups that are going to be available that evening?
So we have 15 total between the girls and the boys. So for the girls, we'll have 0 to 11 months, 12 to 23 months, 24 to 35 months, 3 to 6 year, 7 to 12 year, 13 to 15 year, 16 to 19 year, 20 to 35 year, 36 to 44 year, 45 to 54 year, and then 55 plus for the ladies. And then for the boys, we'll have 0 to 11, 12 to 23, 24 to 35, and then 3 to 6 year.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Loop with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie and Gene from the Clarkton Park Board, talking about the Purple Hole Pea Festival. It's going to take place October 4th there in beautiful downtown Clarkton, Missouri, starting at 9 a.m. with the parade. Lineup will start at 9 a.m. Actually, the lineup will be before 9 a.m. or is
the line? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're fine.
The lineup starts at 9 a.m. The parade will start by 10.
Absolutely. And so you can line up. You can get on the Clarkton Park Board Facebook page to fill out an application. If not, just show up. They'd love to have you there. There's no entry fee for the parade, but they would like information so that way when they have one next year, they can invite you back. Because if you've not been to the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival, you're really missing out. Some of the best entertainment, some of the best fun and entertainment for your children. And we talked a little bit about the Pea Festival. You said there's going to be some vendors. Is that correct?
Yes.
What are some of the stuff that's going to be able? And if I want to be a vendor, is there still time for me to be able to come and set up at the festival?
Yes, for sure. So we're going to have all different kinds of vendors. We have a lot of baked good vendors this year. We have some permanent jewelry people coming. We have some Scentsy ladies and like other smell good people. We have a couple of T-shirt makers coming, boutique owners coming. We have people coming to paint faces. We have the Girl Scouts also coming to set up a booth to try and get some more girls interested into that. Let me think. There's quite a few.
It's going to be something for everyone, is what I'm saying.
Yes, for sure.
So if you're interested, you need to come out. It's going to be beautiful weather October 4th. Jackie and Jean's assured me it's going to be about 75 degrees, no humidity and no rain. Perfect weather to be in Clarkton, be outside. Come spend the day after you've been into the at the beauty pageant the night before. Be able to see all the winners who will ride in the parade. The lineup will start at 9 o'clock. The parade will start at 10. And Jackie, I know that we've got an extensive list, and I'm very excited that Clarkton, the park board, has put together a lot of these events. Let's just kind of run through a few of them and see where we're at for the upcoming year. I'm very excited that Clarkton, which is one of my favorite towns in all of Missouri, you know, my Uncle David Todd was the longtime superintendent there, and he also taught there. So I'm very proud about that. Tell me a little bit about the Food Truck Fridays every Friday beginning of the 2025 calendar year.
So that's something that we just started this year. We're trying to get more food into town because our grocery store closed down in town. So right now, the only food options that we have in Clarkton is the gas station or Dollar General or a seasonal crawfish place. And a lot of us are foodies. We love to eat.
Right.
So we're trying to bring more food into town. And I thought Food Truck Fridays was a perfect way to do it because each food truck will come in. They'll pay $30 to set up for the day, which helps the park board because we run solely off a donation. So like all the giveaway stuff that we do for the kids, it fully relies on what we have in the account. And when it's running low, sadly, we can't do a lot. So I thought that it would help us help the kids. Plus, it would bring more food into town, especially for the older people who don't have a vehicle and can't leave town and are on fixed incomes like that. So they can't really afford, DoorDash and all that. But, every Friday, they know that they can get a good meal at the park as long as we have food trucks who come and sign up for that.
And in the event, again, we're Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Gene and Jackie from the Clarkton Park Board, talking a lot about the events for the Park Board for the 2025-2026 year. Food Truck Friday. Where are these food trucks going to set up, Jackie?
At the park on Main Street, the same park that the Pea Festival's at.
Okay, so make sure that you get that. That'll be every Friday. Come in and stop in for some great food there in Clarkton. Looks like you also have a farmer's market first Saturday of every month, second Saturday in October. Tell me a little bit about that. Where's that located at?
So the farmer's market will be out on the big park out on Highway 25 where the helipad is, the same spot where they do like the 100-mile yard sale and stuff.
Right.
And the community flea market is cool because there's going to be a lot of vendors set up who do make things homemade, but there's also going to be vendors who can sell slightly used and, still usable merchandise at our farmers market. Everything has to be brand new, like it can't be used. So our community flea market gives people a chance to get something for a little bit cheaper, but that's still in really good usable condition. That way maybe we can have less waste.
Absolutely. Again, we're Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Gene and Jackie from the Clarkton Park Board. And it looks like you got a very interesting event going on also, is the coat drive. I'm assuming that's something that's near and dear to everyone's heart. When the weather gets colder, it's always a good opportunity to, share some of the slightly or gently used clothes with other people. Tell me a little bit about that.
So with the prices on everything going up and people struggling more and more, we thought that it would be nice to be able to get some coats that have been either really slightly used or even new and give them out to some of the kids that can't afford to get one this year because we don't want to see anybody cold.
Absolutely. Again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking a lot about the Purple Hole Pea Festival is coming up October 4th. The Purple Hole Pea Festival Beauty Pageant October 3rd. That's going to take place at the Clarkton High School starting at 6 o'clock. Be there at 5:30. Jackie, I'm very upset that you don't have a 55-plus age for the men because I would love to be in that, but maybe next year.
That's funny. I think we're going to have to start up a pageant system for men because that's probably like the fourth or fifth time I've heard that they want guys. They want a spot for guys, too. So I think we're going to have to bring something
I think
for
that would
them.
be awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely. I think we should think about that. So, and now we're moving on. We're coming to the Monster Mash October 31st. Tell me a little bit about that. What's going on with that, Jackie?
I am so excited about that. I'm going to be Miss Frizzle this year. So we are doing a big trunk or treat at the city park on Main Street this year, and we're also going to be doing a Halloween costume contest and a pumpkin decorating contest. So it's going to be like a whole fun evening for the whole family out there. And the winners of the pumpkin contest or pumpkin decorating contest and the Halloween costume contest will be receiving prizes. And it's free for the kids to come and join on to that.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the upcoming events for the 2025-2026 calendar year for the Clarkton, Missouri Park Committee. And you talk about the trunk or treat. In the event that I want to bring a trunk or set up a car, how would I do that, Jackie?
You can just show up for that one. I don't have no forms or anything that you have to sign up. The more the merrier.
And that was going to take place at the Clarkton City Park. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And now also, in order to have an outstanding trunk or treat, we need lots of candy. Is that correct?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the process. If I want to donate some candy, how can I do that?
So if you want to donate candy, you can either message our Facebook page or you can always call or stop by Clarkton City Hall and drop off any candy there. We're accepting any candy at all, whether it's chocolate or not, as long as it's individually wrapped pieces. So we're accepting those from now until October 30th.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie and Gene from the Clarkton Park Board. And Jackie, you indicated it has to be individually wrapped, and nothing against anyone who makes outstanding candy, divinity, or things of that nature. However, it needs to be wrapped in its own individual container, just for the safety and the fact that we're going to be giving it out, and we don't know when exactly we're going to use it, correct?
Correct.
And we're not trying to insult anybody or upset anybody, but that's just kind of the regulations that we have to follow, right?
Yes, sir.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Loop with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie and Gene about the Purple Hole Pea Festival. It's going to be October 4th. It's going to be an outstanding event starting at 9 o'clock parade. Jackie, I haven't even asked you, when I was at the Purple Hole Pea Festival parade, there was always a grand marshal. Are we having a grand marshal again this year?
Yeah, so we're going to have a grand marshal, and we had also 2 co-grand marshals set up. Sadly, we are going to be missing one of our co-grand marshals. I'll get to that. Our grand marshal this year is going to be Cody Robbins, for everything that he's done to help the city. He helps them out a lot, and a lot of people don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff that he does, so we want to recognize him for all of that. And then on our co-grand marshals, we had to, like I said, we had Chris Campbell, who unfortunately won't be there with us because he gets to go see his kids in North Carolina, and we can't hold that against him. I'm happy for him. I'm just sad that we're going to miss him that day. But our other co-grand marshal is going to be Chris White, and we chose both of them for everything that they do with our youth.
Absolutely. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the October 4th Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival, the parade. The Grand Marshal, is my understanding, the Grand Marshal is going to be Cody Robbins. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the co-Grand Marshals are going to be Chris White?
Yes, Chris White and Chris Campbell.
And Chris Campbell. So very excited for those gentlemen. It's quite an honor. I know that the citizens of Clarkton are very excited about all they do for Clarkton and the surrounding area, and we thank them for all they do. We talked a lot. And now as we kind of move into November through December, we're going to have something else going on. Is that correct, Jackie?
Yes, we'll always have something going on for you.
What are we going to talk about? The toy drive?
Yes.
Tell me a little about the toy drive.
Okay, so from November 1st until December 5th, we're going to be taking toy donations. And again, you can contact the Facebook page if you want, or if it's easier, you can go by or call Clarkton City Hall, and they can help arrange either a drop-off or a pickup for the toys. And all of the toys that we receive, we're going to be giving out with our Cocos and cookies with Santa on December 19th.
Oh, outstanding. And I'm looking here. It looks like the coat giveaway, which is going to take place November 1st at the Clarkton City Park. And again, starting November, we're going to be accepting the coats. So we're going to give those away on November 1st. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. Do I need to file? How? I guess, again, we're on Welcome to Luke with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie and Gene from the Clarkton Park Board. If I have an individual or I know someone who needs a code or something, how do I just show up? What's the process there, Jackie?
For that, you can just show up. If you want to let us know that you're coming and how many kids you're bringing, so we kind of have a heads up on how many we kind of need to make a goal of, then that would be great, but I won't turn anybody away. So if you come and you need a coat, if I have to take mine off to give it to you, you're going to leave with the coat.
Absolutely. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking about the activities for the 2025 year. The one that's coming immediately is the October 4th Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival. Is going to begin with 9 a.m. with a parade. 10 o'clock actual parade start. If you've not been in the parade or signed up, you need to do that. Also, we're going to have a Purple Hole Pea Festival pageant that's going to take place October the night before at the Clarkton School Small Gym, starting at 6 p.m. Plenty of different age groups for both men and women, boys and girls, I should say. So sign up. You can get on the Clarkton Facebook Park Board page. Correct?
Yes, the Clarkton Park Committee page.
Clarkton Park Committee page, excuse me. So make sure you join and do that. Now, we're moving to November. This looks like one of my favorite things because, there's always a discrepancy about what is appropriate chili. Does it have beans in it? Does it not have beans in it? Does it only have meat in it? we're going to have a chili cook-off. Tell me a little bit about that, Jackie.
So I'm super excited about that one too. We're going to be doing a chili cook-off again at the Clarkton City Park on Main Street. This will be on November 8th at 2 p.m. We kind of want people to go ahead and try to cook their chili at home if they can, and then bring about 2 gallons for tasting. And then what we're going to do is we are going to sell tasting bands and let everybody come and sample everybody's chili. And then, again, there will be a People's Choice winner for the chili. And then there will also be judges set up. And our judges for that, I think, is going to be the fire department. And our judges will decide who wins first, second, and third, and then again there will be a People's Choice winner as well.
So again, if you have an opportunity, and everybody out there who tells me, Darren, I've got the best chili in all Southeast Missouri, now's your opportunity to put your money where your mouth is. November 8th, 2 o'clock, Clarkton City Park, the chili cook-off. Are we going to have an outstanding and a name for that event?
I think it's honestly just called
Chili Cook-Off?
Yep, I think so. Clarkton's first annual Chili Cook-Off. And I did forget to mention that there is a fee for each team or individual, either one, to register. It's $30 per individual or team, but the first place winner gets half of that pot.
So I could have a team of 400, or I could have my own personal team, but it's $30.
Yes.
So and a lot of people say too many cooks spoil the broth. So therefore, everybody's got their own idea of what should be involved in chili. But I'm very excited. I'm going to have to pencil that in November 8th. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking a lot about what's going on for the remainder of the 2025-2026 Clarkton, Missouri Park Committee. Tons of events. If you have an opportunity to stop into Clarkton, a lot of great things are going on with the park board and the city in general. And it looks like after we get done with that chili cook-off, we're going to have a food drive. What's going on with the food drive, Jackie?
So we're going to be collecting food from November 13th until November 22nd. And it's going to be food that you could make a Thanksgiving meal with. So we're going to try to make some food blessing boxes, and that way we can try to help some families out who might need help with their Thanksgiving dinner this year. And
the blessing food box, I'm assuming, is going to be just some general some Thanksgiving type things put together, passed out to some families that are need just a little help this time of year, is correct?
Correct.
And in the event that I know someone or I want to donate, how would I do that?
You can contact Clarkton City Hall, and they can get you some information, or they can get a hold of us on the Facebook page. And I can also leave you with my number.
Sure.
I have that on most of the bottom of all of our flyers. That way, because sometimes City Hall gets kind of busy, all I have to do is the park committee. So
sure.
I'm available to take calls all the time if they have questions, and I can leave my number as well for that.
All right. Do you want to give them your number?
Yeah, I can. So it's 573-217-8681.
And if you have any questions on anything that we've gone over here today on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, give Jackie a call, give City Hall or Clarkton a call, get on the Facebook page and again, I apologize, but the Facebook page you want us to look at is
Clarkton Park Committee.
Clarkton Park Committee, and they'll answer all of your questions. And now, before you know it, we'll be in the Christmas season. Is that right?
Yes.
And then you light up when you say that. So it looks like we got some caroling meetings going on. What exactly is a Christmas caroling meeting?
So I don't know if Clarkton has ever done it before. I know that since I've lived there in 2008, 2009, they've never done Christmas caroling. I'm a big Christmas freak. I love all of the classic Christmas stuff. And so we thought that it would be really cool to bring caroling to Clarkton. And so we're going to be doing a few meetings to try to learn some Christmas caroling songs. And then we're going to be doing Christmas caroling between December 23rd and the 24th, just going around, hopefully brightening up everybody's holiday.
So is it my understanding, again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed about the activities of the Clarkton Park Board, that you're going to have 3 practicing sessions, December 6th, 13th, and 20th, and then you're actually going to be out and about the streets of Clarkton just caroling at different places December 23rd and 24th. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
That will be outstanding, and I hope that you're going to video and put some of that on your Facebook page.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. And then looks like we're talking about cookies and cocoa with Santa. That sounds like one of my favorite events. I love cookies and cocoa and Santa. What's going on with that, Jackie?
So with our toy drive, that's what we're doing that for. On December 19th, we're going to meet up at the city park on Main Street, and we have a little building set up that's it's honestly set up inside all year round for Christmas. It has like the bench for Santa and a Christmas tree, and it will have toys, and the kids can go in there and they can get some cookies and some cocoa, and then Santa Claus will give them a Christmas present, an early Christmas present.
Oh, outstanding. And that will be one of the events that's going on December 19th. And then there will be a Christmas toy giveaway. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the Christmas toy giveaway, it'll basically just be a lot of the toys that we receive from the toy drive. If we don't get enough, then we'll go and get more. If anybody does have anybody like in their life that they know is having a rough time trying to stress out about Christmas, if they could let us know the gender of the child and the age of the child, we would love to help get some more specific things as well. But as for this one right here, I think we'll just be giving like each child who comes a gift, like one single gift.
Absolutely. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the upcoming activities for the 2025 calendar year. And Jackie, that gets us through the 2025 year. One thing that we didn't talk about, I know we talked about off the air, was the second Wednesday of each month you have an event that you really want people to know about. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So this one's actually really near and dear to my heart. It's the second Wednesday of every month, and it's a homeschool social club. We started homeschooling our own kids about 4 years ago, and we've seen a dramatic change in all of them. And the one thing that we noticed that they did struggle with was missing their friends. They didn't miss the public school system, but they really did miss their friends, and I could tell that they needed that connection. So me and a few of my other friends who's also on the park board who also homeschool decided, why don't we have a social club for kids who are homeschooled? You know, like they don't get to go to recess and see their friends every day. So let's help them. That way they can have like a better overall mental health. And we don't have a date set for it yet, but we also plan to do like a homecoming dance for them. Sure. And like a sweetheart dance and all of that. So on the second Wednesday of every month, it's open to all the kids around like our whole area, not just Clarkton.
Sure.
You know, if you're homeschooled, come see us, you know, hang out with us and see what we're all about.
And where will that take place?
So for right now, until we get our brand new community center building, which it started, but it's not finished yet. They think it'll be done around January. But until then, we'll be having it at the Clarkton Park. And we have buildings out there if it gets too cold that they can go in and we can warm up. And we plan on doing quite a few events with them. So.
Outstanding. And again, that's the second Wednesday of each month is the event in which the state. Tell me exactly what it's called again.
The Homeschool Social Club.
Homeschool Social Club, in which they'll get together at the city park and meet. It's a great time. Open to anyone in the area, correct?
Yes.
And if they wanted to get a hold of you, how will they do that, Jackie?
So they can either call my number or text me at 573-217-8681, or they can get a hold of Clarkton City Hall, or they can message our Clarkton Park Committee Facebook page.
And we got a lot of events going on. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590 for the 2025 year. Jackie, tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the Clarkton Park Board.
So I've been on it once before, several years ago, before my son went through his cancer treatments. And sadly, with all of that, I kind of didn't have the time to do it anymore. I had to step away because I had to take care of him. But later in life, we ended up coming back to Clarkton, you know, into town, and the people on the park board didn't have time for it anymore as well. So they stepped down, and the city of Clarkton actually asked me if I'd be interested in taking it back over. So I said, yeah, I would love to do that. And so they brought it up at the board meeting, and the board all approved me to take it over, and I've been going since July. So
July of this year has been your first 2025 is when you took over, correct?
Yep.
Looks like you got a lot of events planned. Looks like it's been a very exciting time.
Yeah.
I know that parks are very important to the area. I think that Clarkton does a really good job of trying to maintain their park system and things of that nature. Is there something in the works that the park board's wanting to buy or purchase?
There's all kinds of things that we're really wanting to save up enough to get. We need a sound system for outside because we don't have any kind of mics or speakers or anything for our live entertainment. So sadly right now with our live entertainment. Like, they're having to bring their own. And I kind of hate that for them. And then we have some swings that are broken that we haven't really had the money to fix that we're wanting to fix. And we're wanting to finish fencing in the baseball field and fix up the stage real nice and add a teeter-totter and a merry-go-round and some better monkey bars. And we're wanting to do all kinds of things, honestly, but it's all really expensive. And then another thing we're really wanting to start doing is movies in the park. So we're trying to get like a system for that as well, because we've got some dates scheduled in 2026. So it puts some heat underneath us to get that and make that happen.
Absolutely. And again, we're going to welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking about the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival and all the activities going on in Clarkton for the 2025 year. We're going to run through the 2026 events, but we want to make sure people understand October 4th, 2025, the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival will take place in downtown Clarkton. There will be a beauty pageant October 3rd at the high school starting at 6 o'clock. We'd like you to get there about 5:30, 5:15 if you could. You can go online to the Facebook page, and the Facebook page, again, Jackie, is
Clarkton Park Committee.
And you can also call the City Hall, or you could call Jackie herself. She's more than willing to take your call and get registered for that. We're very excited about all of the Purple Hole Pea Festival activities, and we've talked a lot about the activities that's going on for the remainder of the year. Let's just kind of go through. You've got a lot of events planned for 2026, and I think that's because people's calendars fill up pretty quick nowadays, don't they?
Yes.
So let's kind of run through some of the events in 2026 that you've already got scheduled. Looks like January 24th, we're going to have another chili cook-off. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Is that also going to be the same? We're going to talk Clarkton City Park, $30 per team, and go from there.
Yep.
That way I can defend my crown whenever I win November 8th. Correct?
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to be able to defend it the next year.
Absolutely. Then we've got the Sassy Sweethearts pageant, February 7th. Where's that going to be located?
As long as our community center is finished in January on time, we'll get to have it there, and we're so excited about that because we're going to have a brand new stage and everything.
And it looks like we're also looking at a Captivating Clovers pageant, which will be March 14th. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Easter Lily pageant, April 3rd. Is that another beauty pageant?
Yes.
So we've got one February, one March, and one in April, correct?
Yes, sir.
What about this Easter egg hunt? Tell me a little bit about that.
So that's always a fun one. We're going to have somebody dress up in an Easter bunny costume and run around with the kids, and we're going to get all the eggs hidden. And then I think we're probably going to rope off for different age sections. That way some of the younger kids don't get trampled by the older kids, because that's one thing I've seen at a lot of the egg hunts is that the little kids get ran over. So I think that we're going to section off the egg hunt by age groups. But, yeah, we're going to have the bunny out there. We're going to have face painting, inflatables, and all kinds of other fun games and stuff to do.
And that'll be April 4th of 2026. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that'll take place at the City Park in Clarkton.
Yep.
And then one of my next favorite things that I know you can't tell by looking at me, I love a good baked good. What's going on with this bake sale April 17th?
So the bake sale we're having is to help get the park funds back up and start gearing up towards like the back to school bash and stuff that we'll be doing at the very beginning of August before the kids go back. School supplies is getting really outrageous, and their lists just keep getting longer and longer. So we want to do what we can to help the families to send their kids back right.
Absolutely. Again, we're welcome to Luke with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board. A lot about the 2025 activities. October 4th, Purple Hole Pea Festival. Make sure you're there. The festival will start with 9 a.m. lineup for the parade that starts at 10 and then stay all day. You'll have a great time. October 3rd is the beauty pageant. It'll start at about 6 o'clock at the small gym there at the high school. But you need to be there probably about 5:15 or 5:30 if you can to help them out. And now we're moving on a little bit to the 2026 events. You got a barbecue cook-off. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I'm also excited about that one. We're going to have a few different meat categories on that, and each team, whichever meat category that they want to enter, it'll be $20 per meat category per team. And then whoever wins first place per meat category gets half the pot for that meat category. We're going to have ribs. We're going to have... What was the other one?
We're going to have brisket.
Brisket, yes. Ribs, brisket,
We're
and...
going to have chicken.
Pork steak. Pork steak.
Pork steak.
Yes.
Absolutely. Sounds like an excellent event, so make sure you put that on your calendar for all those barbecuers out there. April 18th, 2026, the barbecue cook-off in Clarkton, $20 per team. take place at the city park as well.
Yes.
And we have Earth Day coming up April 22nd. We're going to just clean the park and the main street. Arbor Day, April 24th, plant some trees, which is always a good thing. We can never have enough trees. Right. What's going on with this talent show May 1st?
So this will be our first one ever. I hope that it turns out well. But I thought, like the schools used to throw these big elaborate talent shows when we was growing up. And I feel like most of the kids really have never been in one or heard of one in real life. They've only seen them on TV around here. So we thought it would be fun to use our new community center and put it to good use and put that brand new stage to use. And let's see what all these kids can do, because right now they need something more productive to keep their hands busy instead of running around getting in trouble. We thought, let's let them learn something, teach them an instrument, teach them how to sing, or teach them to do ventriloquism or anything like that, and then let them come show off their talents. And then we'll have an award for everybody who comes just for participating, but then we'll also have some awards for like best talent and stuff like that. So.
Absolutely. And kids nowadays, if they don't have a phone in their hand or a game controller, I don't think they know what to do. Right. And a lot of people, they don't have the ability, or they do, but they don't want to communicate with people. And they're saying, well, I don't want to do that. It makes me nervous. Well, and welcome to the real world, folks. Right. Again, we're on Welcome to Duke with Aaron Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the activities that's going on for the 2025-2026 calendar year. Remember, October 4th, 2025 is the Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival. Please come out. It's going to be an outstanding time. Now we're going to continue running down some of the 2026 events. We got a Memorial Day pageant that's going to take place May 9th, correct?
Yes.
And then we have a street beat June 5th through the 7th. Kind of explain to me what the street beat is.
So the street beats have always been fun. I feel like it's been many years since Clarkton's had one. They did have one before. And basically they play a lot of loud music. People literally dance and just have fun and, just enjoy the summer together in their community. And it's a really beautiful thing. They usually block off roads, like the whole block around the park, and it's just a real fun time. It's
just an opportunity for individuals who live in Clarkton or the surrounding area to come out and say hello to each other and get out of your house after a long winter and a spring. Starting to enjoy the nicer, not really cooler temperatures, but warmer temperatures. And that'll be June 5th through 7th. The street meet will take place at the city park. And then, Jackie, one thing about Clarkton, it has an outstanding sports programs, I think. Tell me a little about the sports programs that are going on through the park board there in Clarkton.
So we'll have a summer baseball thing going on in the summer. It's my first time ever doing the summer ball, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. I feel a little bit out of my element there. Most of the sports that Clarkton puts on is through the school, but for some reason, the summer baseball goes through the park. So we're actually looking for an umpire, and we're looking for volunteers to go ahead and start signing up to be coaches for the summer's ball program. I know we'll have t-ball and we'll have baseball. I don't know if we have anything for softball or not, but I'll find out for sure.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Loop with Aaron Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Alsdale and Gene Sneed about the exciting activities that's going on with the Clarkton Park Board. The October 4th Clarkton Purple Hole Pea Festival will be the next activity, and we've went through a lot of things that's going to happen in the remainder of 2025, and now we're running through 2026. So we've moved to summer ball. That's going to take place in June. If you're interested in helping Jackie or the park board, get a hold of her. So they're needing coaches, umpires, just individuals who want to be involved in it. It's a great plan and program to get your kids involved. Now we have this Battle of the Bands, June 12th. Tell me a little bit about that.
So this here is also a new thing that we have never done before. I'm kind of excited about it just so I can go and hear all the different music. But it's an event that we also want to have at the new community center. And I think we're going to do $20 per team. And then whoever wins, they take half of the pot of that. And I think it would just be a fun time for people to come out and get to listen to original music that you've never heard before.
Absolutely. And then we have the father-daughter dance that's going to take place June 20th. I'm assuming that's going to be at the community center as well, correct?
Yes.
We've got movies in the park that we've talked a little about that's going to begin June 26th. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And we have the Miss Star Spangled pageant, June 27th.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Summer Splash Day, July 10th. What exactly is Summer Splash Day?
So that's going to be a fun one. On this one, we're going to get all kinds of like water slides and like inflatable stuff like that. All kinds of water balloons, silly string, foam machines, dunk pit, all the fun stuff. A lot of watermelon, probably do a pie eating contest, just have a lot of fun that day.
Just enjoy the, by that time, the hot summer days.
Yes,
and be out, enjoy the water and things of that nature.
Yes.
Then we have the Sidewalk Art Extravaganza, July 18th. I'm assuming that's when you're going to let me come up and become Picasso and draw whatever I want on the art of the sidewalks?
Yeah, basically. So we have a really nice concrete track that goes around our entire park. And I want to see it decorated. I want to see it all colorful. I want to see what people can pull from their minds and put on the ground there for me.
Absolutely. Again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Steed from the Clarkton Park Board about the 2026 activities that are going on. Again, 2025, there's numerous activities. If you want to know about any of those, it's all posted on the Facebook page. Correct, Jackie?
Most of it for 25, yes.
Is all going to be posted on the Facebook page. And the Facebook page, again, that you want us to look at is?
Clarkton Park Committee.
Make sure if you're not following that, to be sure to follow that, and then you'll be aware of everything that's going on. Looks like we have a back-to-school fundraiser on July 25th. Then we have another Movies in the Park on July 31st. Summer Ball will be ending August 1st. Back to School Bash, August 8th. Tell me a little bit about the Back to School Bash. What's the plan for that?
So that's a fun one for us, actually. That is the one that we're doing all of the fundraisers and bake sales for. This is when we get to give out the backpacks that we put school supplies in and packed up for them. At this, we want to do games and do inflatables and just have like a whole community day where everybody's just getting the kids, gearing them up for school, and possibly try and get some vision and some dental screenings done there, or get appointments scheduled, have some of them set up out there for the kids, and see if the school wants to come and do some of their pre-screenings there at the Back to School Bash, and just have a fun day with them before they have to go back.
Outstanding. And then, of course, before you know it, in 2026, we'll be back to school. And then we'll have a Labor Day parade. Tell me a little about the decision to have a Labor Day parade on September 5th.
So I'm actually really excited about that, because not only is it going to be the first time that we're going to be having a Labor Day parade, and longer than I've even lived there, but that's also on my birthday, and that's the same day as the car show. So for me, it's like I couldn't be happier about it. I'm so excited. So we want as many people to join the parade as possible. And then right after the parade ends, that's when we're going to start the car show. And there's going to be awards given out. And I would love to have some cooked food vendors out there and people who do like drinks and stuff like that, and make it a whole like a car show festival day,
Absolutely. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Steed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking about the 2026 events, and we've already moved to the Labor Day. So, Jackie, I think it's a great thing that you've already planned this, because as you know, the Kennett Cruisers has their car show. Monster Madness takes place in Malden with their car show. It's an excellent time to have a car show. Labor Day of 2026, September 5th at Clarkton. Be there, be part of the Labor Day parade, and then put your car in the show. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Then we're going to move on. The Purple Hole Pea Pageant will be September 26th, which is going to be earlier than the Purple Hole Pea Parade and Festival, correct?
Yes, I think it's like the week before.
Okay. And then we're going to have the Coat Drive October 1st through 30th. And again, the 2025 Purple Hole Pea Festival is October 4th, 2025. That's coming up. Please make that on your calendar. So you'll know the Purple Hole Pea Festival for 2026 is October 10th.
Yes.
So make sure you put that on your calendar. Then we have the Haunted Hollows Pageant, October 30th. And then we're going to have a Halloween parade. Tell me a little about the Halloween parade, October 30th of 2026. Is that going to be something that you're going to do like we did this year?
Kind of, except for on this one, if we can get everybody to dress up in Halloween costumes, that I think would be really fun. So hopefully we can get really festive for the Halloween parade.
Absolutely. And then we have the Monster Mash, October 31st, the Coke giveaway, November 1st, the food drive, November 1st through 18th. The Blessing Food Boxes giveaway November 19th. The Toy Drive November 15th through December 15th. Breakfast with Santa. Wonderful Wonderland pageant, Cookies and Cocoa with Santa, and Christmas toy giveaway. So you have a lot of activities planned for 2025 and 2026. And again, we're going to welcome the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board, talking a lot about the 2025-2026 Clarkton, Missouri Park Committee upcoming events. The one thing we want you to know, October 4th, 2025, Clarkton Pea Festival, downtown Clarkton. Please come out and have a great time. But the night before, you need to come to the small gymnasium for the school. It's going to be the Purple Hole Pea Festival pageant starting at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a great time. We're extremely excited. Jackie, I know that you've done a lot of work, and Gene, you've done a lot of work. Did you want to mention some of the people who are on your committee now?
Of course, please. Okay, so you've heard me and Gene, but we also have Kathy Willett, Christopher Simpson, he's been adopted. Christopher Van Osdale. It's still so hard for me to remember that one. It shouldn't be because we paid so much for it to happen. But anyway,
I understand.
Christopher Van Osdale, Carrie Bronner Walker, Tanya Mans, and Bear Amos. We call him Boo Man in Clarkton. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about Sweet Whitney. I love you, Whitney. Whitney Barnett.
Absolutely. So it sounds like there's a ton of people that's involved in this. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the activities going on in Clarkton. And we indicated, Jackie or Gene, if I wanted to just donate some money to the Clarkton Park Board and say, hey, in honor of so-and-so, I would like to give this, how can I go about doing that?
So we have a few ways that you could do that, honestly. You could go to Clarkton City Hall and you could donate there. They do have, and I also have as well, donation sheets that you can use as a tax write-off as well. Since we're a nonprofit organization, they do give you a tax break for that. But we do have a Cash App account that you can send it to. We have a Venmo account you can send it to. We have Apple Pay that you can send it to. Or if you're at one of our events, we usually always will have like a bucket set up with donations being taken as well. And
again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed from the Clarkton Park Board about the Clarkton Park Board activities. October 4th is the Purple Hole Pea Festival pageant. The Purple Hole Pea Festival will take place October 4th, and the pageant will take place October 3rd. Make sure you're there, 2025. It'll be a very exciting time. Jackie or Gene, again, what are some of the things that you're really focusing on and trying to do in regards to the Clarkton Park Board?
I really want to grow it. I want to grow it, and I want to hopefully maybe even be able to get some more, like after we get our own, what we have fixed up, I would like to even try to get some more of the land and try and, get something else set up for the kids because they don't have anything. So I think if we could, get some land and get something else set up like a skate park or laser tag or gel blaster arena or anything like that, I think that they would love it. So that's definitely long-term goals. But, there's quite a bit of stuff that we want to do with it.
And again, we want to invite you to the Purple Hole Pea Festival that's going to take place October 4th, 2025 at the City of Clarkton. Also, the October 3rd Purple Hole Pea Festival pageant that's going to take place October 3rd at the small gymnasium in the Clarkton. The parade, it's at a great time. Make sure you come out to that. If you have any questions about any of the events or any of the items that are going on, you can look on the Facebook page. Is that correct, Jackie?
Yes.
And the Facebook page one more time.
Clarkton Park Committee.
And in the event that I needed to get a hold of you or call you, and you said that would be fine, how could I get a hold of you?
The number is 573-217-8681, and you can call or text.
And there's also the Clarkton City Hall. The number that we decided for the Clarkton City Hall was
573-344-3728.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Darren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Jackie Van Osdale and Gene Sneed. As we're wrapping up, is there anything else that I've left out, Jackie or Gene?
Not that I know of, I don't think so.
I'm very impressed. And again, please look on the Facebook page. Give Jackie a call or City of Clarkton a call. They've got a lot of great things going on in the City of Clarkton. They would love to have you there. Love to make you a part of the Clarkton Festival. If you just want to reach out, make a donation, do that. If you want to be a part of it, they'd love to see you there. So on behalf of my producer, Misty Hankins, and Maureen Johnson, and my executive producer, Evan Todd, I'd like to thank you for joining us. I hope you have a great afternoon and a better tomorrow.